It's Pickle Rick! Nah, I'm just kidding, but hey, we are doing a Rick and Morty video. If you've never seen it, you've probably heard a lot of your friends and family obsessing over it. This is a show that has blown up since its inception and has spawned lots of different merchandise, including action figures, board games, clothing, and much more. How is it that a show without even 4 seasons becomes so wildly popular? Well, it's hilarious for one. All of Rick's funny sayings,
You gotta get swifty. Wubble up it up it up! Tiny Rick!
the constant stuttering,
What's the
and the violence keeps us all laughing long after it's over. But that's not the real reason we love Rick and Morty. Well, at least not the only reason. It's something a little deeper than that. So let's go ahead and dive in and show you what we mean.
Rick and Morty is a show about the almighty genius Rick Sanchez, an intergalactic criminal wanted for every crime imaginable. The premise behind Rick's notoriety was his invention of the portal gun, a device that transports the user between 2 places, usually stretching across different universes and time periods. The universe fears Rick because of his intelligence and rash behavior. He lives in hiding with his daughter Beth's family. So what makes Rick and Morty so great? Their character dynamic describes us as humans in what I believe to be a genius way. Rick represents the intelligence in all of us, the part of us that knows to find answers for yourself, question everything, and not believe everything you're told. When dealing with the thoughts on the vastness of the universe and time, it's easy to feel like you're alone in the big, empty void of space. Rick has seen the universe for himself after all, and he feels even more alone being able to see it all. Knowing this, Rick becoming so cynical and pessimistic is sad, but yet a little understandable. It kinda explains his alcoholism as well. Wanting to numb the pain of loneliness seems like the only way for him to seem normal like anyone else. We all felt that way one time or another in our life. You realize at some point in your life, not everything you told us as a kid was true, and you feel good when you search for the information and find real evidence for yourself. We've all felt the sting of reality, too. Ever just want to give up on humans because we're so terrible? Yeah. We all find ways to cope. Whether it's smoking, drinking, or anything else, we all have a vice that we use to deal with the harsh realities of our world. Rick represents this aspect in all of us. Take, for example, the little robot Rick builds to pass butter.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter. Thank you.
Because Rick is a genius, the robot is self-aware and asks what his purpose is.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to the club, pal.
Reality at its finest. Morty represents the good and righteousness we all have within us. Morty is always there to tell Rick when he's doing something wrong. Even though he knows Rick is superior to him in just about every way, it doesn't stop him from defending what is right. His willpower is pretty impressive when you think about it. Take for example the episode where Morty goes with Rick into his car battery and finds a sentient race worshipping Rick and whose sole purpose is to provide him with an infinite battery for his ship. Pretty messed up how Rick tricked them into believing he was an almighty deity just so he didn't have to pay for a new battery. Morty obviously sees the wrong in his actions.
That just sounds like slavery with extra steps. Ooh la la, someone's gonna get laid in college.
Remember Morty's killing rampage in the Purge episode?
Eat this! Ooh, boy, you're really going for it over there, huh?
Dude, it's so funny. Seeing Morty go crazy shows the fed-up aspect of people. Being pushed to your limits would make anyone go crazy. One huge reminder though, Morty killing a bunch of people is funny because it's a cartoon. Don't kill people in real life, dude. That's messed up. Rick and Morty together are a big clash of science and morality. Rick more or less takes Morty on these adventures against his will most of the time. It's like the part of your brain that wants to accept the truth but doesn't want to see it at the same time. Morty fights Rick every step along the way to defend the innocent from being harmed, usually in part to Rick's antics. It doesn't help that he's Morty's grandfather too. Even through all of Rick's actions, Morty still loves his grandpa and often seeks his approval more than anyone else in his family. It's almost like an internal conflict going on in your brain. You perceive something to be true, and then logic in your brain makes you realize you were wrong. This is what happens to Morty pretty much every episode. Morty thinks he knows something, and Rick proves him wrong. But regardless of all this, Morty never loses his sense of what is right. Hats off to you, Morty. All in all, Rick and Morty is an extremely funny show with several layers of depth. You get reeled in by the jokes, but you get hooked by what lies beneath the surface. You begin to care a lot about the characters and want to know everything about them. Even after a year or two waiting period, the show has come back stronger than ever. We can't wait to see what the new episodes will bring to the story, and we know you're just as excited as we are. If you've never seen the show, seriously, watch it. It lives up to the hype.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Did you like how we covered some Rick and Morty content? We know it's not exactly, gaming, anime, or food, which is what we're supposed to be doing here. But we can't help it, we love the show. So that gets us to wondering if you would like us to see us cover more adult cartoons. I mean, two other ones that we kind of have in mind are Archer and BoJack Horseman. If you guys are interested, let us know about it down in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, and share if you do enjoy this video. And if you really liked it, be sure to subscribe so we know you want us to make more videos. I mean, we'll probably keep making more videos even if you don't subscribe, but I mean, hey, it lets us know that you enjoy what we're doing here. Those of you that have been here since the beginning or even recently, just want to say thank you for sticking around and enjoying everything. We value you guys here at StatBoost, and we want to make the content that you want to see. So that just about wraps it up. Until next time, my friends.